Hey, Union High School students and families, we're your college and career advisors. I'm Miss Sodabeer.
And I'm Miss Merlenbach.
And we just wanted to do a quick video to say, hey, we're still working. We're still here for you.
We hope you're doing well.
Yeah, we hope you're doing well, staying safe. And college planning will still move forward for the fall. So we have a few short topics we want to cover today. And I think it would be easiest, we have notes here, and I think it would be easiest to frame it with just some reminders that seniors, you guys, most of you were in attendance at that meeting we did in January in the old gym while the other grades were doing registration. So some reminders from that meeting.
So APPS and FAFSA, you should have gotten your applications and your FAFSA done last semester. That was kind of the goal of last semester. So hopefully you have those done. However, we do want to say if the COVID-19 has changed your family's financial situation significantly, there is a professional judgment. So if your family's finances have changed, please reach out to us and we'll help you correct your FAFSA.
And that's so that's the big concern right now, COVID-19. But if family's financial situation has changed significantly from 2018, really, because that's the tax year you used, then a lot of you we've maybe talked to about that already, and so you kind of have heard about professional judgment, and we've helped you connect to your college's financial aid office. But yeah, this kind of falls into that category too. If there's been a significant change, there is a way to address that with colleges, and we can help you with that. So that was just kind of our tag on to like, hey, hopefully you did FAFSA already. But then some other things we talked about in that January meeting, like, hey, this is what you hopefully finished last fall. Here's what we're spending this semester focusing on. So those things are
scholarships. So make sure that you're keeping up with those deadlines. Unfortunately, those continue to go on. So make sure you're checking the website. And if you do win a scholarship, make sure you notify us. We want to make sure to celebrate with you and make sure that that's recognized. Housing, if you're planning to live on campus, make sure that you have completed your housing application and pay your deposit. If you're not sure how to do that, again, reach out to us with any of these. You should be receiving award letters from the colleges that you've applied to. If you're still not sure where you're going or you're comparing a few colleges, make sure that you're looking at those award letters and send us a copy once you've decided where you are planning to go. Verification. So some of you, your FAFSA was selected for verification, and that's kind of a tricky process, but we're very familiar with it and we can help you through it. So if you've been selected for verification, make sure to reach out to us. You can check your college portal to see if you've been selected, or you should have received something in the mail. And then orientation. So this is when you get to sign up for classes and everything for the fall. So the sooner that you do that, the better, because you have better options to choose from for classes. So make sure that you're looking out for those dates and signing up for the soonest date that you can get.
Some colleges will call it orientation, some will call it registration, some will call it enrollment. So if you're seeing language that is a little bit different than we use, don't panic. You're still on track. You're fine. So that's kind of what we're focusing on this semester, even though we are not in a regular school setting. Ms. Merlenbach, before we switched to online learning, sent an email to all the seniors the other week that kind of had a checklist and had some of these reminders. So if you like to have it in writing to look back to, refer back to that. But for the most specific information personalized to you, check out your portal with your college. That's going to be your best place for your most detailed information. What else do you want to say about the portal?
Make sure you're checking your portal at least once a week. They update that pretty regularly, and that's where you will know if you have any holds on your account, any missing paperwork, any outstanding items that you need to submit. So make sure you're checking it once a week. If you don't know how to check your college portal, make sure to reach out to us because that is extremely vital to your success in college, and we want to help you get started with that process now. And tagging back onto the checklist, so a lot of this is college bound because our college bound students have the most things to accomplish right now. But I did include all other pathways, including trade and technical school, military, straight to the workforce. There's a checklist in that email for each of you about what you should be focusing on right now.
Okay, so we also wanted to give a few specific updates in this email, and several of these things will be things that if you're paying attention to your email, you would have already seen in emails from Mr. Hall or Mrs. Baker, but we wanted to just kind of help spread the word. Maybe it's easier to hear it instead of read it. So the first one is about A+, and how COVID-19 is impacting some of those requirements for this year's graduating class. So updates with A+. 2.5 GPA is still needed in order to be A+ eligible. But a little kind of helpful piece of that is that now, if you have it at the end of senior year, like usual, great, then that helps you be qualified. But if this semester going online, if that's a struggle for you in your situation, they didn't want students to be jeopardized by that. So if you had the 2.5 at the end of this past semester, that will count also towards A+ eligibility. So that's the first point about A+. Tutoring hours is the other thing. The state has reduced tutoring hour requirement from 50 down to 25, and they're also allowing an extension to get those hours within 6 months after graduation. We've been asked about the Algebra 1 EOC. So another requirement in the past for A+ has been to get a proficient or advanced on the Algebra 1 EOC. And there was already some confusion with this year about like scores getting back in time, and Mrs. Baker had sent out communication about that. We don't have an update yet from the state about how they're handling it this year in light of COVID-19. We will get that information to you when we have it, but last we heard there hadn't been a decision. To read more details, check your email. I think Mr. Hall was the one that had forwarded this on after Mrs. Scheidemantel forwarded it to us. So you can check that email. You can reach out to Mrs. Scheidemantel, and then we will also put in the comments of this video a link for what the state sent us.
The next update is AP testing. So some of you have worked really hard in those AP classes this year and are worried about those tests. So some good news is that the AP test has been moved to online and is reduced to 45 minutes and covers content only up until March of this year. So that information should have been in an email from Mrs. Baker that would explain it a little bit more, but hopefully that kind of sets your mind at ease.
ACT date, the one in April, not many of our seniors were signed up for anyway. They were kind of squared away for ACT already. But just so you know, that April date has been canceled. As far as we know, the June 13 date is still on. Check out ACT's website for more details on that. If you aren't sure where to find it, let us know. We'll send you a link. And then an update from East Central College. Back in that January meeting, we let seniors who plan to go to ECC in the fall know that we were trying to make placement testing, the AccuPlacer test, and registration for classes in the fall as easy as possible. So the plan was to have ECC come to Union at the end of April to help with that. Ideally, that still happens. That's the goal. We'll let you know when anything changes. But we wanted, if you want to take the initiative to take care of those things on your own time, we wanted to give you some updates about that. ECC is now offering AccuPlacer online. There will be the correct phone number, contact will be in the comments, along with those other things we said will be in the comments. So that you can reach out to them and do AccuPlacer. And that is like already going on. You don't have to wait for a special date to do that. For registering for fall classes, for new student registration, that date has been pushed from end of March to April 20th. So if that is something that you want to handle on your own, then you know that date now.
So although this video was aimed mostly at our seniors, currently this year, we do want all of our former UHS students to know that we are here for you as well. We are thinking about you guys. I am a current college student, so I am right there in the mix with you of having to navigate this sudden change to a virtual learning space.
I always want to clarify when you say that you're a master's student.
I'm in grad school. So I'm in the same space with you guys, and I know that it's difficult to adjust. So we want to support you. We want to help you. Reach out to us if you need help with that, or if you are a former student and you need help with your financial aid, we are still here to support you. Make sure to follow us on YouTube and Twitter at UHS Advisors and Facebook, UHS College and Career Advisors.
If you need to reach out and you're confused about how to, our email, you can find it on the high school's website. This year, seniors, we got most of you signed up for the Remind app. That contact information is on the email Ms. Merlenbach sent the other day. We can do Zoom videos with you. We can send you a link to do that so that we can actually talk face-to-face through the computer. So a variety of options there that hopefully help you feel supported and help you still feel connected. And then we'll put it in the comments, also that contact information.
Also, keep an eye out for future videos. So some of you know that we started a video series this year to follow the Apply, Fund, Decide model. So some of those Fund and Decide videos will be coming out soon. So make sure you're checking the Facebook page. We hope to see you all soon. We're so proud of you and so happy to be on this journey with you. So reach out.
Stay safe. Wash your hands, don't touch your face.